Hello. I would like to talk about a very basic thrower build and the changes I've made for U51, the Destiny Pass. I have a very deep alt that I have when I really need a ranged character. I didn't put much work into this at all. The character has two uh, already past lives and two past lives that he just happened to have. That's it. That's all the investment in this character. Barely 32 points. Very few Reaper points. This is kind of digging the bottom of the barrel. We really need this character. I've taken it into R1 raids. It's lived. He's done a little bit of damage. It's been okay-ish. Not fantastic. You can extrapolate this for your more advanced thrower. However, as we go through and talk about decisions that were made in the build, this is also not the conventional Bard split. This is the Paladin split made by a friend of mine, which I will also post a link to give him proper credit. Loaf beef on Sarlona. So I have all the gear and enhancements showing, and let's just go through what I did for Destiny. That's what we're really here for. So Destiny over ranged characters in general, it's probably Shirati is going to be the way to go. I dug in on Hunt's End. Every time there's a Hunt's End upgrade, I took it. Um, I took the Sharati mantle. This gets pretty good, especially the faster you attack. And for this particular build, I took the what I consider the least bad option in order to get higher into the tree. So I took a little bit of this good luck for skills. The other options were spell points and listen and search. I could have taken that also. The skills are probably fine, and then saving throws are nice. Saving throws are on theme for the character. You could just as easily take your skills up and that'll be fine. Not a big deal. Um, this character does not have much in the way of positive spell power. If you itemize differently, you might want to take more Wild Empathy in order to use the Healing Spring. Healing Spring does not hit super hard. It does a little bit. It's not amazing though. Again, unless you itemize for Devotion, which you can do, and you can get some results out of it. So that is possible. Uh, you can do that. I took the pin, and then later I take the pin upgrade. So I take those. I took the double shot. Double shot will beat out pretty much every stat. So anytime you see double shot, you should take it. I took stay good. I'm not sure yet whether stay good or stay frosty will be better. I took stay good because the context for this character is raiding only. It will almost never quest. So if you quest, you may get better results from Stay Frosty and the upgrade to Stay Frosty. The difference is Paralyze versus Freeze. So the Stay Good upgrade will do the Paralyze. Uh, I'm not sure which will be better overall. So you'll have to make your own determination based upon your needs. I chose Stay Good for light damage because less things are resistant to light versus cold. Uh, Increasing Hunt's End. Anytime there's a Hunt's End increase, I take that. I chose the this Pierce Deception. You gain Watchful Eye. If you have Watchful Eye, gain 5% double shot. So that's the real reason I took this. I already kind of like Watchful Eye because laziness. However, Watchful Eye giving a DPS bonus makes it pretty mandatory now, so you're going to take Watchful Eye. I took Double Rainbow. This is just more damage, so I took it. You're in the stance, and it'll pay off once we get a little higher. This is a thrower, so I took the attack speed of thrown weapons. More Hunt's End damage increases. The favorite enemy, a favorite enemy just gives you straight damage to all your favorite enemies. So regardless of what it is, picking up any favorite enemy for cheap is good. I went ahead and took track. I needed a little bit of points to get up. reducing fortification and AC is just nice. So I took that. Um, I did not take the this portion of the mantle. If your character does more questing, you will probably want this for the helpless damage. This character does not do anything except hit raid bosses, so I did not take it. I took the ultimate. The ultimate is really good. This is really good. So you want that. It does a lot of damage. I do not have much in the way of. This isn't using longbows, so this isn't going to help. The force and universal spell power will help a little bit for some of your procs. If you have like more ranger level, like the dodge is nice. I didn't take it though because it didn't give very much for this character. I did take the critical increaser. This does, through testing and the character sheet, our character sheet now has a um, critical multiplier on 1920 section, and both this number went up and damage on training dummies went up on 1920s, even though this has range instead of thrown. So apparently it is counting in this case. Yeah, I did check that out. Didn't take DCs because this is the DC caster. I'm not running quests, so I didn't take the upgrade to Stay Good or Frosty. Again, if you run quests, you'll probably want that. Um, Secondary tree Shadow Dancer. This does ranged power and sneak attack. Some of the other trees also have ranged power, but because every core of this has a sneak attack die, I went for Shadow Dancer. You also get the D door, and this particular character will benefit from the improved evasion, and it will benefit from the if you already have improved evasion. Oh, that's this character will benefit from improved evasion. If you took improved evasion as your uh, rogue feat, you'll get the no fail ones. It's kind of nice. Uh, this is a rogue, so it will take nimble fingers, and I'll show where I'm going to make a modification to take that feat. So that'll pick up a sneak attack die. That's the main reason I chose this. The bonuses to skills are also nice, but not as important to me as a sneak attack dice. If you're running quests, I mean, those bonuses can be very nice. I did not take any of the assassinate because this is not assassin. It doesn't use spell points. I didn't take the spell points. I didn't take the stealth. I mean, this is nice, and the hide in plain sight works. Stealth works in this game. It works nice. This character doesn't really do that, so I didn't take it. Again, it's just a raid alt. I did take the reduced threat from all sources. So it's very important, especially on ranged, where you have less options for threat reduction. The Night Shield automatic is handy, but not necessary. It is nice quality of life. I took the sneak attack dice. For just 3 points, you get 3 sneak attack dice. That's incredible. That is so much damage. And then I took the double shot for the extra damage. The double shot will beat out every stat, and the energy drain is, I mean, it's part of the package. You get it automatically. It's nice, handy, helpful. Not mandatory by any means, but it's nice. Um, so that's what I did for my primary. Now, you have a lot of options on what you want to do with the rest of these points. If you're questing, you put a little bit more into Shardy. Since this is only raiding, and because of the exact number of points I have, I went into Dread, and the reason is because I wanted to pick up as many cores as I could for the ranged power, which I picked up through here. And comparing the different cores, the second core gave 2 to attack and damage of all weapons. So that pumped out a little bit more damage. I also got a little bit more hit points. I took the mantle. I will probably never use the mantle. It is a theoretical option the character could do to relieve some stress on the tank, but it is highly unlikely that I would not run the Shirati. I simply took it because it was the least poor option. The character has no boosts, doesn't have any tactics, and dire charge will do no good. So I put the last remaining point here in order to unlock the ability to take this next core and get the +2 to attack and damage. Now your exact needs may dictate something extremely different from this. This is just what I did for this particular alt, and I have an extra point left over. I have not decided on. Probably the best option for me would be to go into the fortification bypass. Would probably be the best, and that's probably what I will do. In fact, that's what I'll do right now. We'll go fortification bypass. You can see the layout. I'll post a link to the build. The gearing is a little weird. It's just a matter of what I happen to have. The your particular gearing will likely be quite different, but I will just show you what I'm working with because again I have it, and I wanted some convenience, especially with the trinket for raiding, especially for Sulamades, especially for Project Nemesis on Reaper. That is 100% why it's running the trinket that it's running. We'll just go through the rest of the gear. Again, this isn't the best. It's just what I have. Please look at your discords and talk to your guild members for more optimized thrower builds if you play this kind of build. Just show what's going on here. And there it is. That is my hot take on the thrower. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next video.